Bradley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom,
they'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. First down throw for Mariota. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mariota now to throw on first down. That's caught at the 3. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Falcons are going to get a first. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Now let's go. Blue,
They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Gone. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Well, certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's three levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Another pistol look here. Now they'll pitch it out here. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. And He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mariota now on 2nd down, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Mariota now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll throw again. Mariota trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw now on the final play. And finding the tight end, Hooper. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bryant spread out to the right. Mariota on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second down now after the incompletion. Shipped together here from the D-line. On second down, Mariota again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way. It's 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pardon, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. First and goal from the 8, and they'll run it here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Back now in Nashville. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They come out here in the eye. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. To throw is pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Mariota. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Play fake. Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. And I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Mariota to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock. To win the game and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And tough starting field position here. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. To throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock. You control the...
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go. Oh, here we go now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue
the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here now is Kyle Brenza. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here now is Kyle Brenza. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have great starting field position here in overtime. You can bet they're not thinking field goal. They want to win this now.
And we know with the still relatively new overtime rules, the mindset has changed for everyone around the league about getting the ball because you want to score the touchdown to end the game. In this case, with this type of field position, even more of an emphasis on that. Settling for a field goal would feel like a failure now.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Titans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.